Chapter 1. How Paddle to the Sea Came to Be. The Canadian wilderness was white with snow. From Lake Superior northward, the evergreen trees wore hoods and coats of white. A heavy blanket of cloud hung low across the hills. There was no sound, nothing moved. Even a thread of gray smoke stood up like a pole, keeping the sky from falling on a log cabin in the valley. Then far off a sound began, grew louder, louder, and swept overhead in a wild cackle of honks and cries. "Geese!" cried the Indian boy, standing in the door of the cabin. "They come back too soon. I must hurry to finish my paddle person." He returned to his bare robe by the fire where he had sat for many days, whittling a piece of pine. Now he worked on in silence. He bent over the fire to melt lead in an iron spoon, and he poured it out to cool and harden in the hollow of wood. He fastened a piece of tin to one end of the carving. Then he brought out oil paints and worked carefully with a brush. Satisfied at last, the boy sat back on his heels. Before him lay a canoe 1 foot long. It looked like his father's big birch bark, loaded with packs and supplies for a journey. Underneath was a tin rudder to keep it headed forward, and a lump of lead for ballast. This would keep the canoe low in the water and turn it right side up after an upset. An Indian figure knelt just back of the middle, grasping onto a paddle, and along the bottom he carved these words: "Please put me back in water. I am Paddle to the Sea."